a real nice story, though. You know, this is a nice little warm, fuzzy thing that happened around Father's Day. We were asking for people who were looking for the biological fathers, and we got several great emails, and we got one in particular. It was a really good story. It was a girl named Sarah, and just because of like the situation, she wound up being in a family, and I guess like it was her stepdad wound up talking to her biological father, saying, "Hey, you know, it'd be better for the family, if I'm remembering this correctly, that you know you just not be in her life." And so, you know, he really wasn't. And I guess at about the age of 13, Sarah was told that you know the guy who had raised her wasn't her biological father, and that kind of got her wondering, okay, who is my biological father? I would think if you find that out, you probably always want to know.
Sure.
So we contacted the good folks over at Accolade Investigations. They're just like bloodhounds. They just get on, and when they get a scent, they just don't let up. And they had to go all the way to Alaska to try to track down Sarah's biological father, Gary, and they finally did. And it really was just kind of amazing. I remember that first conversation that they had. They had it right here on the radio station. It was unbelievable. It was heartwarming, perfect thing for Father's Day.
Just think about it. Like, you wanted to talk to this guy for years and years, ever since you were 13, and what now, Sarah, you're 28, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, all those years pass by, and you wonder, like, what does your dad look like? What does he act like? Do you look like him? It's got to be something really, really that just stays in the back of your head all the time, and it's a constant theme of your life.
Mm-hmm. And now for the first time, we've got Sarah and her biological father, Gary. They're in studio, and I see it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are here. So.
Oh, boy. Now this is amazing because, I mean, Gary, I mean, for you, I remember, you know, just talking back about the story when you first got the call. And, you know, what was going through your head that your daughter was trying to reach out. You said, what, basically you just sat on the front lawn? You just kind of like...
Basically, you started crying, and it was just amazing stuff. Like I said, when Randy came up to me, you know, and he came up the first time and the second time, I knew this was serious and everything, and I knew that he was coming down. And, you know, just being here with her is just amazing. And, you know, it's like no words, total poetry. You can't even explain this. And I just want to thank you guys so much.
Now, Sarah, what was it like? I mean, what was the first meeting like? Because I remember after... You talked to your dad actually for the very first time right here on our show.
Right.
And then after that, it sounds like you guys spent many hours.
Yeah.
How many hours did you guys...
I'm actually afraid to see the phone bill.
Ah.
Because Dawn said that calling Alaska on your cell phone isn't not considered international. So I'm like, okay, I can't wait. But we've put many hours in on the phone over and over. Probably 3-4 times a day. Emails. How many emails?
Well, we figured out it was 351 emails between the both of us since the 14th, and
wow.
The flood of the telephone calls is unbelievable because it's like, you know, I'd be taking donations out there. Just letting you know.
You know, the thing that was funny about this was, you know, the biological connection. Now, you guys had not spent any significant time together. But immediately, just a biological connection. I know in the first call, you guys both had like an interest in fishing and some things like that. What are some of the other similarities are you noticing between the two of you in the biological connection, Sarah?
We both hang out in scrubs when we're hanging around the house. It's kind of funny, actually. When Randy and Dawn called me, I was wearing, you know, my jammy scrubs, and he was wearing scrubs the same evening. That was kind of funny.
Okay.
The first night on the phone was a little spaghetti story here, real quick. We were both like, gosh, it's 12:30, we haven't eaten at all. Let's go to the fridge. You know, so he went to his fridge, I'm in my fridge, I'm pulling out, leftover spaghetti I made the night before, and he's like, I'm doing the same thing. So we heated it up together and had dinner 5,000 miles apart. So
it was actually about an hour later because we kept standing at the microwave.
Oh, yeah.
It kept turning the thing on. By the time it was all done, you know, the spaghetti was pretty well cooked.
Yeah,
so it's like, we did eat, though. Yeah, we did good.
A lot of things in common, our views on religion, politics,
Absolutely.
and
Everything.
family,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
everything. I mean,
Finishes
literally.
my senses, I think. So
How
kind of
about
look alike.
that?
You kind of look alike.
A little bit.
Yeah, you think? You know, well, yeah.
Now, Gary, what's it like for you? Because I think this would be interesting. I mean, now after, I mean, about how old are you now? I mean, and now all of a sudden you have a daughter?
Yes, I do. And I'm 50, is what it is. And all of a sudden I have a daughter. And you know, it's funny because I told her I had to go to the Walden bookstore to get one of those daughter-father one-on-one books. You know, and I realized that I had to kind of pop ahead a couple of chapters. You know, so that's where I'm at. So we kind of talk about that. You know,
But you have a son, don't
yes,
you?
I do. He's a rescue swimmer in the Navy in San Diego.
So now you have a brother, is
Yeah,
Sarah?
brother Jason, and another baby brother, and he is absolutely as wonderful as my dad, and his wife Kim,
Kim,
she's amazing.
yeah.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, it's
So
just like
instantly you
a
got
big
all
present,
these
you
new
know?
people in your
Yeah.
family and all this new
They're all
love.
excited, and they've
Yeah.
always known of me,
Yeah.
which is a
Yeah.
big, you know, a big help. with
Oh,
all
so your
this,
dad
you know.
talked about
Oh
you.
yeah, they've known about me all their
Absolutely.
lives. His wife
Ah.
Kim, very supportive.
So
Yeah,
wow, it's
yeah.
got to be very full
Yeah,
circle for them too to
definitely.
finally meet the girl, the sister that they
That's
knew
me.
was out there
They're
somewhere.
very excited, and his sister, my aunt Jan, I got an email from her. So
Aw,
it's like a
that's
big
cool.
bundle of joy.
Pretty amazing story. What have you guys done? You guys have
Oh,
spent
boy.
some time together here in town. What have you
Yeah,
guys
we,
done since you've been together?
Fort Pierce thing.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm from. So we
Yeah.
picked him up from the airport. He had a 3-hour flight delay. That's why we didn't come see you guys.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
that's okay.
Well,
It's
the
not your
wing fell
fault.
off and ran out of duct tape or something.
What do we do? Friday,
Well,
basically, hung around the
Pretty well just
house.
kind of got to know each other and said, yeah, I know you, you know me.
Yeah, did some dinner thing.
Yeah,
Gosh, I'm drawing a blank. The next day I took him out to a market, like a produce market
Okay.
downtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nelson's
Cool.
Farm.
So you guys just basically it sounds like you guys have a lot in common. You just kind of kicked around and just very casual, but it's really interesting the biological connection between Sarah and Gary here that really happened. That's just really kind of odd how that works out.
It was so cute, Kevin, when I called her yesterday and I was talking to her. Gary was teaching her how to play the guitar. He was giving her a guitar
I
lesson.
just
Oh,
bought
really?
one. I just bought one 2 days ago. My fingertips are numb, but
Aw.
I'm getting it pretty good.
I
think
wasn't,
I'm
I
doing
wasn't too hard on it. She does well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
You guys should go to the Golden Corral. They get great fried chicken there.
You know, the funny thing is on the way home from the airport, I'm like, I'm expecting to take him to like a tiki restaurant, some Florida atmosphere. Like, where do you guys want to go? And, let's go to the Golden Corral.
Really?
I'm like, what? We went to the Golden Corral on the way home from the airport. So it's funny that you said that.
Wow.
First, like,
We don't have those. up
Maybe
there.
do you have another biological son? Maybe James. Wow. How about that? Well, a great story again. Sarah, thank you so much for
Thank
sending
you
us
so
the
much,
email.
guys, really.
Thank you to Accolade Investigations, do an unbelievable job. I know other people sent us emails saying, oh, I heard the job that they did for Sarah and Gary. Please just contact them directly. But what is the number over there again? They want to call?
561
Uh-huh.
588 2272.
Okay,
Alright.
588-2272.
You will not regret it, I tell you what. What a great
Yeah, it's a great thing to have this now in your life. That piece is
Definitely
missing.
good.
Yeah.
We thank you guys very much.
You're
Very
welcome.
much.
Thank
Thanks a lot
you.
to everybody.
We really got something out of this too. It was nice to be a part of your
Thank
story.
you so much, we appreciate it.
We're still
Absolutely.
bored.
All right, well, have a good flight back to
I
Alaska,
will, in
Gary.
a couple hours, I'll be out of here. It's a long flight. Up to back to the top of the world,
That's
so.
great. Well, you found a major piece of your life.
Yes,
I'm
I
glad
did.
that things are going
Yes,
so
I
well
did.
for you guys. What a really good story. It's just past 8 o'clock here at the Wild Morning Show. Still coming up the Summer Extreme Wheel of Tickets. We're going to be doing that here in just a matter of minutes, so hang on.
Yay, good.